So here I'm going to tell you how to use a Google form for assessing or conducting the tests. So when you open the Google Forms, you can simply type the Google form and you can open the Google Forms like this. So you can have a blank form like this, or you can go for available templates, already available templates like worksheets, assessment, contact information, and so on. If you cannot, this assessment is what we are going to use now. But if you are not seeing this assessment template here, you can go into the template gallery. Okay. So in the template gallery, under the education category, you can see the one. Under the education category, you can see this one, assessment, worksheet, course evaluation, like that. Okay. So if you cannot see, you can just click on to what you need. Then you can go back. I have simply clicked the course evaluation, so it is opening. This is one. So now we are going to use this assessment. Okay. So assessment I have clicked, and the assessment is now going to open. My internet is a bit slow, very slow. Okay, now the assessment is open here, so we can change the title, and see, we can change the title like UNACO school, or give the heading, give some description like surface chemistry test, AC test, like this. Okay, then name of the student. So I'll give name, comma, class and section. Okay, this is a question. So answer key, there is no answer key and 0 points, because this is not a question for evaluation. Next is email. Email, in the settings, in the general setting, if you give collect email addresses, you can collect the addresses of all the students. So better not to do this. Okay, it will make things complicated. It will make you complicate the things actually. So that is one thing, and limit to one response. If you give this, if the students opens the link once, they can answer only once. Once they give submit, they cannot do it again. And the respondents can edit after submitting. So if you check this, they can also do some editing after submitting also. If you don't give, they cannot do anything. Once you are done, they are done. Okay. Then presentation, show progress bar, shuffle the question order. So let us not do it, because the questions that we give will be shuffled. Like even this name, class and section also will be shuffled. It comes somewhere in the middle. So let us not do this. Okay, let this be like this. And confirmation message you can type. Your response can be recorded. Something you have to type here. Now I have given your response has been recorded, because once the students give the submit form, once they click the submit, they don't get anything. If you don't give any confirmation message, they don't get any kind of thing. So better to give some confirmation message like this. And quizzes, make this as a quiz. Assign point values to the questions and allow auto grading. So once if it is a multiple choice question, you can make it as a quiz. Okay, only multiple choice questions. So only that particular answer they will give. No? So easily it can do the auto grading. But if it is short answer questions, then we have to give the answer key. And for short answer questions, I think auto grading will not be much effective, because it needs the exact answer. Like if you have written it contains dispersed phase and dispersed medium as the answer key, and the Google will search for only that particular words. So that kind of short answer questions and paragraph questions, I don't think it is very good in auto grading. We can better go for, if you go for this one, Okay, if you go for this multiple choice questions, it is good, but otherwise I don't think it is doing a correct justification in assessing the multiple paragraph and short answer questions. So we can also give later after manual review. So once if you give this, you can see it later. You can see and we can assess the questions on answers. So now I'm giving immediately after each submission. When you do, you can also check by clicking this and give some descriptive questions, and you can check how it is assessing. So yeah, I'm just saving. So please, so what is the thing? Here I gave collecting email address, no? So I don't want this. I'm not giving this. So UNACOSU, it's an SE test, surface chemistry test, and name, class and section, no points for this. Then again email of the student. This if you don't need, you can also delete this. Click the question and delete it. First quiz question, that also I'm just deleting. Okay. What is the first question? Say something I'm typing here, and the option I'm typing. I'm giving 3 options. Okay. Yeah, I'm giving 3 options. Option 4 I can give, or if I don't want to give the option, I can do this. Delete also I can do. Answer key, so you can give the correct answer. If 1 is the correct answer, then I can check. I can click on to this one. Now done. You can give some feedback also. Why B and C is not correct? Why only A is correct? That kind of feedback we can give. So if you want to give any additional piece of information to the students, we can give, otherwise no need, we can delete it. Yeah, done. So our first question is ready with 1 point, and the second question something like, yeah, so I'm typing something like that, and now it is not a multiple choice, but it is a short answer type question. And what is the answer key? Answer key for this is say I'll write DP. Okay, this is the answer. This is the answer. So I'm giving 1 point. Now done. So third question, I'm not going to give any third question, so I'm deleting it. And if you want to give any descriptive type of questions, we can use this. So title, okay, we can give descriptive, we can give some description, and from the description we can choose anything. So if you are feeling you cannot type the description, what you can do is you can also you can add an image also here. Okay, that also can be done actually. You can add image or add whatever you need, you can add also as an image also you can give. If you are having a picture of the question or description you have, you can actually paste that picture here. From that we can also type the questions, but now I'm not going to do any of that, so I'm deleting it. And fourth question also I'm deleting. Okay, so now my question is only UNACO School SE test, name, class and section, and I've given a first question with first option as the answer, and the second question for this answer is DP. Okay, so I've given this. Okay, now let me see the preview of this, what I have created. I have created a form, so that is opening UNACO School SE test, something like this. Okay, name, class and section, the student will type like this, and the first option he is clicking, and for this the answer is DP. Okay, so actually in preview itself I can do this, or we can, okay, now the student has submitted. So once the student submits, your response has been recorded. He will see this message and view score. If he clicks view score, he will see the score also. So I don't know. Okay, I have given this J. Okay, this is the correct answer I have given, so it is wrong, and DP is the correct answer, so I am getting 1 point. Okay, so total point 1 out of 2. So this page is seen by the student. Final score pending, because I have, if we sometimes this is not the final score, because if this, we have to assess it by ourselves also. So after assessing also we can give, that is not the final score, because he has written DP, because it's a short answer type question, no? We can do manually also, we can do assessment and give the final score. And one more thing I wanted to tell you, the settings now what we do. So this we have to see, and then only we have to give. Once if you give later, now how you are going to send this form? I have created a form, and in preview I have clicked it. I have given the responses to check how it works. So how to send this one? You can click send, and you can also email to anyone, or you can click this, so you will get the link. This link we can just copy. We can copy and open the WhatsApp, and we can paste it here. So if the student clicks this form, they can open the page. Since I have already done from this system, I have already done, so it is showing you have already responded. So because our setting what we have given, only once he can respond. Okay, that's why I limit to one response. But if I take out this, he or she can do it again and again also. So it is showing you have already responded. So only once a student can answer. So that is better. Otherwise they will give answers for others friends also. So that is one thing. And this is very good for conducting 1 mark question tests, where the correct answer is only one. For descriptive type, we have to do the self-evaluation. We have to evaluate. Auto-grading will not help that much. And see, after when you start getting responses, you can see the response section. Responses, if you see, we can see how many students have answered and things like that. So if many students have answered, no, we can click on this, create spreadsheet. So yeah, it will create a spreadsheet like this. So by person a response also we can see, and individual responses we can see. We can see for one question how many students have responded. Okay, what type of answer. So you see here, in this time he got a score of 1 out of 2, and this name, class and section is coming here, and what response he has given, that also is coming here. So what I did the other day, I have simply taken these two things and I have posted it as a result. Okay. Then you can also manually check here. If it's a descriptive type question, and if he is not getting answers for this, you can also change this. If it is written correctly, we can make it